Now, Sonia, the thing that I realized as soon as I had my first baby is that I'm a bit of an A-type, and I thought I was going to be completely in control, and I was completely out of control. I feel like my expectations were way out of whack for reality.
100%. I think that's the hardest thing, is that when you're used to being in control, schedule driven, and that, you know, if you work hard, things will work out, you will make sure of it, and then it doesn't happen that way because you can't control this baby, you fall apart a little bit because suddenly you don't know how to manage the hormones, the emotions, this being who only needs mom.
Only mom.
All
mom.
No, but I thought
All
babies
day.
needed mothering.
Right.
They need mother. Specifically. Only mom.
Right.
And, you know, balancing all of that, I think, when you're that control type, really becomes challenging, and you find yourself kind of floundering and feeling like you're drowning a little bit, and then finally, I mean, things start to settle down and you find yourself afloat, but it takes time, and nobody tells you that.
I found not only did no one tell me, not even my sister. My sister didn't even tell me, and I knew that she had a great, really positive experience. But when my husband saw me really dipping, he called one of my friends who had just had a baby and was like, Tracy's going through something, like she won't even eat. That's when you know something's wrong.
I'm with you.
Something's terribly wrong.
Yeah.
And he said, can you talk to her? And she talked to me and she said, oh no, I felt very isolated and I was very sad and it was very hard. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that?
Absolutely.
And she said, I don't know. I guess I never thought that I should. People don't talk about it, and it's not to be negative because a lot of people have a really positive experience right out the gate.
Yeah.
But if you feel that everyone else is having a party and a picnic with their baby and you're not, it makes you feel 10 times worse.
It makes you feel like maybe you weren't meant to be a mom,
Right.
maybe you're not going to be able to do this well. And I found that the second that I started being honest about it, to say, look, I'm having a really hard time and maybe I'm not feeling the way I'm supposed to, that's when other people started to be honest about it, to be like, well, I was crying on the bathroom floor as well. And it makes you start to feel a little bit more normal, that people are saying, you know what, just hang in there. We were there too, just get yourself over the hump. And then suddenly you are over the hump and things do lift a little bit. But even, you know, when you're over the hump, like I've had friends that have had babies after me, and I see their social media feeds and I see what they're posting on Instagram, and I'm like, you know what, maybe my experience was actually just so much worse. Maybe I couldn't cope because they're having no problem. And that's not the case. It's just what we choose to share in this day and age. It really makes you wonder, you know, like, why not just be honest about it? We're all mothers, we're doing this together. Nobody's failing or doing better than the other person. It's just, we should have that camaraderie to be like, this sucks for a while.
And you know what? I know what the lesson in all of this is, and the thing that I learned right away, because one of my best girlfriends said to me, Tracy, people lie. I was like, what?
Oh my God.
Mommy, stop lying.
Stop lying.
I'm not
We
saying
know
it has
you're
to be all
lying.
doom and gloom, but if things are not all rosy, please be honest. Don't tell me your baby at 6 weeks old is saying, I love you. I got that from a woman at a mommy group. She told me her baby said, I love you at 6 weeks.
No.
It didn't happen.
If your baby's
Don't
only
do
napping
it.
20 minutes, I need to know that, because so far I feel like I'm the only one. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your honesty.
you.
I appreciate it.
So good.
And I'm wishing you so many more sunny days ahead.
Thank you. You're an inspiration. We're just going to keep moving along. Happy
That's right.
times.
Being honest.